What's going on, y'all? Thank you for clicking into this video. I am here with one of our top-notch agents, Adam Cardinal. Sir, how are you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Adam, if you could quickly introduce yourself, sir, like where you're from, what brokers you're with, before we jump right into this.
Yeah, Adam Cardinal, Cardinal owner of Cardinal Company team at Home Smart. We're here in Rhode Island. Um, Been doing this for about 12 years, full time right off the bat. Have my own little team, my admin, and people helping me along the way, that type of stuff.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you jumping on this call with me today. So, just to kick things off, Adam, like, where I think you've been with us for about three or 4 months now.
Yeah,
What
I
made
just
you?
we're middle of month three right now.
Oh yeah, middle of month three. Time flies. Time flies. So if you think back to like, when you initially came on board, what was it about us that made you want to pull the trigger and kind of come on board with us and give this a shot?
Yeah, so I'm part of a national group for HomeSmart. The top 10% of us is 25,000 agents. The top 10% of us get together quarterly through Zoom, and we all chat and we all talk about ways we can change our business, ways that grows our business, what works, what doesn't work. And there was a woman who was in Nevada, who was in that group, and she was talking about your service and that she was using it, and it was working. She had said she'd been in a couple of months. What you promised, you delivered and more. And I reached out. I had a call you guys, and the rest is history. We've been rocking it here for 3 months now.
Awesome, man. Yeah, forever grateful that you reached out to us and sent us that email. So awesome stuff there. And so, second question would be like, we're about 2 months, 3.5 months in. How has it been for you so far, experience wise, team wise, the overall system? How has it been for you?
So honestly, it's more than I expected it to be. When someone says, "Hey, we're going to have a lead gen and we're going to send you the information," and you're like, "Ah, okay, you hear it all before." This is this is completely above par. This is above what I would expect. Getting not only that, getting that immediate text that says, "Hey, we've lined up an appointment for you," which with all the contact info, the link to the audio of the conversation, so I can get in the seller's head and find out their reasoning why, judging by their tone, how serious they are. Your people answering and asking all the right questions, finding out the seller's motivation. So when I'm meeting with them in person, then if they start to go in a different direction, I can kind of bring them back to their own focus. There are so many aspects that I really wasn't expecting, and it's amazing. All above par, great stuff.
Thank you so much, man. That's music to my ears, and I pray that we continue serving you at that level. So I appreciate you sharing those kind words, sir. So for agents that are watching this, like, can you kind of break down how how it falls in line with your strategy right now, right? When it comes to listing specifically, how does it fall in line with your strategy, with your workflow? How are you getting the appointments? What's your process like in getting in touch with them, and so on and so forth? How does it click with your current system?
So the current system, you're just going to run it like you would run anything else, right? You have to put it in your database, your software, whatever that looks like, and you have to track these people and you have to stay on top of them. Immediately, obviously, you gave me some tips as well. That's worked for others, so I've adopted some of those. As soon as I get that link to my phone, the text message, I have a template saved, and I copy it, paste it. It goes right to that. It's a blanket, so it's not named, but it just says, "Hello, thank you for talking to my team. I look forward to our appointment." And there's some key points in there, and there's a video that I have attached as well. Which these are all cell phones, so just send out the video, which speaks highly, and that's my first contact. And then following up when we have that phone call interview, I try to keep that sweet, and I try not to have them think that I have all their numbers already, because then they just want the number over the phone, right? They
Right.
want to know how much is it worth. And so I go and, "Hey, I'm just finishing up your report, wrapping things up, but I do need to set up a 15-minute appointment with you. I need to come down to the house. There's no obligation, but condition is everything. We could have a brand new Cadillac, fresh off the dealership, and it's worth one price compared to a 20-year-old Cadillac that's worth another price. So conditions, everything, I have to get in there. What's good for you, and morning's good for you, afternoon's better, to have this in-person meeting, and then they all give them the alternate choice, and I secure the appointment,
Boom.
and you take it from there. Yeah.
Boom, there we go. Listing appointment machine right here. Awesome. So now going to the juicy part, right? Like what a lot of agents want to hear, and ultimately at the end of the day, what matters, right? Numbers, right?
Yeah.
So we've sent quite a few appointments your way over the few months that we've been together. Talk to us
Yep.
about numbers. Last time we spoke, I know that you guys have been some action on your end. So what does that action look like? What are the numbers? Give us the juicy details.
Yeah. So, obviously being in anything new, the first week, 2 weeks, a month, there is no, it doesn't work. You have to invest your time and money and energy in whatever system it is. It takes time to ramp, right? So now we're ramping. You get those immediate appointments. While we're here, I'm working and filling out the listing paperwork for a woman that you gave us the lead 2 months ago.
Wow.
So that's you got to build the relationship. She might not be ready. They got to do this, that, paint, all this other stuff. So people have to take that in consideration. So we're 3.5 months in. I have 1.25 million in sales. I'm not sure what everyone else's market is. My market is a 300 to 500, maybe $600,000 average. Like our 450 is our average price point. So if you're getting 1.25 million locked up in listings in sales, it equates to around $35,000
Wow.
in commission. And I've spent through you guys about $10,000. So I'm profitable about 25,000. Coming into month 3. And I just see it growing. It's just starting to, the little engine could ramp up. And I would say that any agent looking at this, another thing you need to look into is also, I call it mailbox money, because when you get too busy, well, things just aren't the right fit. I might get listings that there's one, it's a $1.2 million home in Cranston, and that's not my niche. I'm the everyman's realtor. I'm the 300, 500, 6 right there. That's a specialty. So I fill out the referral form. I give it to the colleague here at our office. I collect a 25% referral on that $1.25 million sale when he lists it and sells it. So there's opportunity to expand and not just be like, oh, I got this. You get too busy. You got to do something with the leads. Don't let the lead fall. Give them out to other agents and get that referral fee. I actually got, this is crazy. One of the leads you gave me, they want to sell their house. They're probably thinking not for 3 to 6 months. They're buying a home in Arkansas.
Wow.
So I referred them out to an agent through my referral network in Arkansas. And I'm getting a 25% commission when they buy that property. And once they buy that one, we're putting this one up on the market.
Wow. Wow. That's powerful, man. Thank you so much for sharing that. I didn't even know all that before since our past convo. So I appreciate you breaking that down. That's really powerful. And thank you for also kind of breaking down a few of the tactics that you've been using, right?
Yeah.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful. That's great stuff, Adam. And so, to piggyback on that, like, what do you think would be, if you were to pinpoint 1 to 2 bullet points with this strategy, with our strategy kind of plugged into your system, what would you say those 1 to 2 bullet points are that has been absolutely a catalyst to unlocking that $1.25 million in sales, so on and so forth?
Yeah, just what you do, providing that information,
Right.
the inside information. This isn't a cold lead. This isn't hey, here's a phone number of a guy named Joe who lives on the east side. This is a straight up, warmed up, like, you guys have talked to them, their motivation, you're sending me that information, and it allows me to have that conversation with the client when if they're hesitant on making the in-person appointment. I find a way to connect, and I can connect because of the leverage, the information. We leverage information for our use. So you gave me the information. For instance, somebody who wants to sell the original place of origin is Costa Rica, and they bought a home here maybe 5 years ago. And in the notes and in the audio that you sent me, they were talking about what would you do if you were selling, and yeah, I think I want to sell and I want to move back to Costa Rica. So then when the guy was kind of, I don't know. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, hey, here, you want to move back to Costa Rica. Is that true? And then he started talking. I just let him talk. He
Boom.
reminded himself of all the reasons why he wants to sell. And then I'm saying, that sounds amazing. I'm like, you know what? Let me help you get to Costa Rica. Let me come by for 15 minutes. I'm not going to ask you to sign anything. I'm not going to push you into a contract. Let me give you the information, the value of your house. And if you like what I have to say, let's buy you a plane ticket to Costa Rica and list it. What do
Wow.
you say? And I got the appointment.
Wow. Look at
I'm meeting
that.
him 4 days from now, Monday morning.
You're a machine, Adam. I definitely need to clip this up as coaching material too that I need to send to my clients. That's beautifully done. That's beautifully done.
Dude,
Thank
I
you.
do I do coaching and trainings, and I've helped people. So if you need anything like that, let me know. I'd be happy to help in some capacity too
Would
with training.
would love to, man. I'll definitely take you up on that after this. But that's awesome, Adam. And now a few like remaining questions that I'm sure that agents would want to hear. Like, oftentimes there's a lot of companies, big corporate companies, you get stuck in email thread support. But how has your kind of experience communication wise been with my team, myself, in just getting what you need or just getting yourself taken care of? Like, how have we been? Let us know.
Uh, Again, beyond expected.
Thank you.
The I get the leads and that's one thing. That's wonderful. And they're bing, bing, bing. They're put in my calendar. And I love the fact that I can go in and set my calendar parameters on Calendly, that I can say, hey, I want 24-hour lead time. I don't want anything to overlap. It has to, X, Y, and Z. You set up your calendar. Um, Beyond that, the follow-ups. It's not like, hey, we set you up and bye, see ya. It's actually relationship, going back and forth. You and I having Zooms, talking back and forth, bullet points, you coaching me on how to do things. That the spreadsheet you shared with me during our last one was invaluable, because now it has all my leads, everything. I mean, if you just do that once a month, that is like phenomenal, because everything is there, all the notes, all the names, all the phone numbers, everything you need in a handy dandy spreadsheet. Make sure, oh, yep, I got all these, or oh, let me follow up with this just as a reminder. So yeah, you guys are your own little engine, just kicking me in the ass to say, hey, make sure you get that done.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And I'll tell you this. I mean, it's much easier when working with clients like yourself. So props to you and credit to you for being awesome, Adam. Thank you so much. And just kind of wrapping everything up in a bow tie. Last question to any agent watching this, and that's kind of like on the fence on the 5 yard line about what, should we take a shot with Hamza's team, CataLeads Systems? What would you say to them?
I'm not one to buy leads, straight up. I have I've been in it 12 years. My first 2 years, I bought leads. I got away from it. It broke even. I wasn't making any money. This system, you are legitimately getting me sellers. You're getting me people that either want to know the value of their property and want to sell immediately or in the future, and they get in my pipeline 100%. If if you don't have the equity, I was a little strapped. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a downturn. We're down like 40% overall from last year just because of lack of inventory. I went out. I believe in this so much. I went out and I got an equity line of credit on my LLC. Nothing crazy, but enough to keep me be able to pay for like 4 or 6 months to get the ramping up that we need. It's worth the investment. I mean, I'm already at tripling the investment, and the ball is just starting to roll.
Yes,
So
sir.
you need that one. I mean, in my market, your 1 month of fee, if I get one listing, really pays for two. You know what I'm saying? If I get that one, if I get a $7,000, $8,000 commission, and I paid 3,000, 3,500 for the lead, you win. And we're getting more and more and more. We're not
Yes,
getting
sir.
one and one. We're getting, paying one, but then ding, 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 all kinds of
Exactly.
leads popping up, right? Like, and I can just see it. And then we got to look long term too, right? So you're thinking about, hey, all right, I got this one client. and they're going to be a client, make them a client for life, because
Hmm.
this one client has how many people that they know on average that they'll refer you to?
Hundreds.
Five.
Yep.
So this 1 month, $3,500, and you make that $7,500, $8,000, $10,000 commission, could get you another 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 of commission, because now they see what you did. They see how you roll. They see how you communicate, how you market, that you're above all the rest. And they will spread your name like seeds in the wind to all their friends and family, and it will come back to you tenfold.
Boom. Boom. You just inherently, unlock the secret of how to compound every opportunity that you're getting in your pipeline. So, regardless of working with us. So, I mean, if you apply this to any opportunity that you're getting in your business, this is how you 5X it.
That that's exactly what it is. People believe in a lot of agents of a one and done. I got a sale, I was a buyer, I helped them buy a home, and one and done. No, build a relationship. They will they will tout your excellence from the rooftops if
Mhm.
you do right by them and you stay in contact with them, and
Right.
they'll be your biggest supporters.
Boom. There we go. Awesome stuff, Adam. Thank you so much. This is absolutely money and gold for anyone that really taps into this. So I appreciate your kind words, and I want to take a moment to say, like we always say, it takes two to tango. So we can send over opportunities, but it needs to land in good hands. So
Yeah,
thank you, sir. I appreciate you, and
thank you.
and not only for the sake of the video, but it's really an honor to get a opportunity to serve clients like yourself. So I appreciate everything, and really just praying to God that we continue the momentum that we're on, and continue to sign listings left and right.
Yeah, let's go. We're team. Fist bump
Oh,
virtual.
there we go. Awesome. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.